What's up, weirdos? Uh, so, I want to do a video series detailing my various garden endeavors, among other things. Things that I find very interesting, and you'll soon find out about all that too. Yeah, so anyways, I decided to rip my garden out. Yep, it's all gone, and it's been replaced with these raised beds. And you might ask why. Well, number one, I have very heavy clay soil, and whenever we get rain, well, it doesn't drain, and that's a big problem here. We get a lot of rain in this part of the country, and so I've decided to basically just put down a bunch of wood chips. Got a big pile there. Gonna fill these with some topsoil. I already have some trellises up from previous gardens. I've been gardening for about 4 or 5 years now, and this is going to help keep the weeds down. And when you have a garden that's as big as mine is, it includes this section over here, and then there's another section right over there in that fenced area. When you have a big garden like this, it's kind of hard to weed it all, especially when you're busy. And I really don't want to invest an hour weeding every night just to keep it maintained. So we're going to try the wood chips, see how that goes. I put down some construction paper underneath and then just kind of piled them on. I don't know, probably 4 or 5 inches thick. Might even go thicker. We'll get some nice fluffy topsoil, put those in the raised beds. So that's a project, kind of an ongoing project that's going to go over the next few years or so. But this will be basically the annual garden next year. Lots of annual vegetables like tomatoes and peppers, cucumbers, all that. This section down here, this is going to be greens, maybe a few herbs. And what I'm hoping to do is actually surround this whole fenced-in area with wood chips and plant flowers, maybe some herbs, stuff that'll hopefully keep the deer and groundhogs and rabbits away. And then might even put some berries in here. I don't know, it looks like there's enough room. I look at this, probably about 5 or 6 feet or so. So might be able to get some berries in there as well. And this section over here, I tore it up also. And I'm not putting anything in here next year. In fact, this is all going to be one big compost area. A giant compost pile. It's about, I would say, 30 feet by 30 feet, maybe 35. And basically my family, we own a lot of land for our business. And we do a lot of mowing. So I'm just going to gather all those grass clippings, bunch of leaves. And basically, yeah, just toss them on here. Mix it up every once in a while, throw a few other things in, and we'll have a nice big compost pile, and I will be using all of it because the other big project, which begins next year, is the food forest. And that's going to be all kinds of fruit trees and berries and herbs and whatnot. And if you can see that area right over there behind the fence, that mowed area, that's going to be the start of the food forest. And eventually I'm going to come into this fenced area, and that'll be food forest as well. It'll be fruit trees. Next year I'm thinking about starting with some mulberries, some apples, apricots, and cherries. And then obviously we'll be expanding as time goes on. This is a big project. I want to tear out all these weeds over here. Maybe plant some berries in here, and hopefully in the next 10 years I'd like to cut down some of these trees over here and put some nut trees, some fruit trees in there. And then of course on the other side of this wood pile over here, that'll also be some trees, basically where all this brush is. Need to burn this. But yeah, that's gonna be a lot of food coming in here. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this is I want good, healthy food where I know where I'm getting my food from. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Yeah, can't think of anything else. So I'll keep you updated, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.